Alright guys, welcome to my 31 Days of Halloween. Today we are going to review The Exorcist Believer, the new Blumhouse and David Gordon Green film. Towards the end of this review, I'm going to go into spoilers. You have the original film, which is a tried and true classic. It was horrifying, not just because of the scary imagery in the film, but because it's happening to a little girl. The torture and trauma she is enduring all throughout the film, psychological and physical. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And in this, they tried to do it. None of the scares were scary. All the intense imagery that they tried to instill in this film was not the best. It was like, oh, all right, she's bleeding from there. Great. Hey, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to be edgy for edgy's sake. The first half of this movie was actually pretty solid. After they got possessed is when it kind of went downhill into a generic Exorcist paranormal movie. The lead character and his daughter, I really liked their dynamic, and that worked well for me to start the film. But then the other girl, she got no characterization or very little of it before it all went down, and it just didn't work for me. And then they introduced the mom from the original Exorcist in this movie, and I don't care if this is a spoiler or not, but she was in the film for a total of 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, not even. It was worthless. She was pointless to be in the film. The interactions between her and the demon just didn't work for me. It was cheesy. And then the ending of the film, which it's not really, it was in the trailer. You see everyone, all these different religions working together to exorcise a demon. But the original film is a theological thriller, and they try to base it in the reality of the Catholic religion. I'm not a Catholic myself, but that's what that film was. It based itself around Catholicism and how they handle their exorcisms. This film decides to say, you know what, there's so many different ways to exorcise demons from different religions, so let's have them all work together. That's not a reality. That's not this reality. A Catholic would not work with basically a witch doctor to exorcise a demon. You walk in that house, a Catholic and a Christian, non-denominational Christian preacher will see this woman doing like weird rituals, smoke rituals over a bathroom tub, and be like, no, she gotta go. She's part of the reason for this. Conflicting views will not work together like that because they have such strong views of what they believe in. That's one of my biggest issues with this film, because I am a Christian, and I know a Catholic definitely won't work with that. Non-denominational Christian won't work with that, and they won't work with each other either because they have different views on how to exorcise demons. I'm just gonna give this a rating and we'll move on to the spoilers. This film is a straight up D, but that's it. I have no interest in watching another David Gordon Green Blumhouse Exorcist film. Let's move right on to the spoilers. So the mom from The Exorcist, she gets her eyes stabbed out. It's such a stupid scene in which she's like, I think you know me, or you know me, we've met before. You see it in the trailer. I don't even think they indicated that this was in fact Pazuzu. At least maybe I missed it, but they never said Pazuzu. They never said that demon. What do you mean she met the demon before? It didn't make any sense to me. The only scene that I thought was kind of disturbing was actually at the very end when the other little girl died, and it shows her basically in this in-between state. She's not in heaven, but she's not in hell yet. And after she dies, she walks into some water and these hands come out and drag the little girl to hell. I'm like, that's kind of effective. I wish we actually saw more imagery like that. These films are supposed to push the limit and make you disturbed. It's not supposed to play it safe like this film did. After seeing that, I'm like, we should have seen more imagery throughout the movie of these little girls and their perspectives of being possessed, of them being in hell, or in this realm of existence, maybe being tormented by these demons. That's what an Exorcist movie is. It is pushing the limits of what we see and do and experience within these horror films. That's what the original film did. The exorcism of all four of the religions, it didn't seem to even work. They know that didn't work. One girl died and the other girl survived, but the main girl, she started to reject the demon, kind of come out of it, when she was given a scarf from her deceased mother, like to reminisce, and that's when she started to beat the demon, I guess. So the power of Christ and God doesn't exist in this universe when it was established that it does, but the power of reminiscent memory of a loved one does work. It's anti-God to an extent. I did not like its views on religion at all. It did not make sense in this reality. It didn't make sense in the reality that was established. But that's it for now. That's my review of The Exorcist Believer. It was a subpar time. It's a D. We'll see you guys in the next video. Happy Halloween. Have a safe October, everybody. Farewell.